Hey guys, Donaka Katherine here. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing y'all my everyday makeup routine. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera just because they're difficult and they haven't seen a threader in a minute due to quarantine. So we fought off camera, but we're here and we're ready to go. I also don't have a standing mirror with me, so I'm using the mirror in my Becca, I don't know what this is called, but it's a highlight palette. And it has a cute mirror in it, so we're gonna use that. So I like to start my makeup process by applying petroleum jelly to my lips. After that, I like to go in with a primer. I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. I like this one. It's not necessarily my favorite. My favorite primer is the Becca Be Matte Poreless Perfecting Primer. I think that's what it's called. That one is amazing because it mattifies your face and clears up your pores. This one's pretty good for mattifying, but the pore part is not really there. I always try to blend my primer into my hairline as well, just because the makeup that is there also needs a little bit of help in staying put. After that, I actually like to go in and do my eyes before I do any other part of my face, just because if I mess up, I won't necessarily have to mess up the rest of my face as well, because I am not the best makeup artist. I'm just okay. So when I'm doing an everyday makeup look, I like to stick to brown shades on my eyes and just apply some lashes and mascara. So I'm actually going to be going in with my concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Rich. I like this one, but I do have to pair it with my orange color corrector for it to come out in the shade that I want it, just because it's a little bit cooler than my skin tone. So I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and dab on a little bit of the concealer and just cover my eyes. Then I'm gonna take my foundation and dab my beauty blender in that as well. And then I'm just gonna go over that concealer just to set it with some powder. I'm actually gonna take my contour powder and use that as my crease color. This is the CoverGirl Queen Collection. It's actually, I think it's a bronzer, and it's in ebony bronze. I have been using this as my contour since I started makeup. I just think the color goes with my skin so well because it's very blendable, but it gives me a nice warm contour all around. So I'm gonna take my, I'm going to take my crease brush. When I apply my crease color, I like to look down as I do it, just because I don't really have a deep crease in my eyes. I definitely would say they're a little bit closer to hooded. I'm gonna go in with my lid color, which unsurprisingly is just my foundation. My foundation's lighter than my contour, of course, so it gives like the perfect difference in color without making it look too much like I have eyeshadow on. So that is all for my eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take these Ardell Professional Faux Mink Wispies and apply them to my lashes. If you wanna see exactly how I apply my lashes, you can go ahead and check out my lash tutorial video. I'll link it in the comments. We can go ahead and move on to the face. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and my LA Girl Pro Conceal Color Corrector in orange, and I'm gonna put that all over my face to cover up my dark spots. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take my powder brush again with my foundation on it and just blend all over my face. Right now I'm using the Iman Earth 5. I got this from I think I got this from Walgreens. I love this foundation and I think it really matches my skin well, but I haven't seen it in stores in a long time, so looks like I'm gonna have to go find a different one. If you guys have any foundation recommendations, please let me know down in the comments. All right, so another thing I actually like to do is in between steps, pretty much every time I apply a powder, I like to go in, you cannot even see the cover of this because I use it every time I do my makeup, but this is the e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set. I don't necessarily use it as a setting spray. I use it more just to kind of blend all of my makeup together. So what I like to do is I'll spray my face And then I'll just take my beauty blender, don't put anything on it, and just blend out. And I really think that this helps my makeup set into my face so that it looks a lot more natural. Now it is time to highlight and conceal. For my highlighter, I'm going to be using the Black Opal Flawless Concealer in Toast. It's like this, it's a little stick. I just like to take the stick and go directly on my face. And then for my contour, I'm gonna be using the Black Opal True Color Cream Stick. It's actually a foundation in Ebony Brown. I don't use the actual stick. Just take a brush and dab it on. I'm trying to like put things away as I go and I'm doing a bad job. All right, so I'm gonna take my Black Opal finishing powder in medium. So now that it's on my brush, I'm just gonna brush it underneath. This is the wrong brush. I was like, why is this hard to do? Okay, anyway, let's try that again. Just gonna go ahead and brush it underneath my eyes in that same triangle position that I applied my concealer in, or that I applied my highlight in. And I'm gonna go in with that CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer. Just go right around where I applied my contour before. And I hope you guys can see as I'm applying it how it gives me that real warmth that a bronzer gives, but it gives me the depth that a contour gives. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. So I still need to do a little bit of blending, but I'm not gonna do that with my brush. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Mist and Set, and I'll spray a lot this time, and I'll go ahead and blend everything out with my beauty blender. One thing I like to do for my everyday makeup is to keep that warmth in my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if you can. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take this color and then I'm gonna mix it with this one. Bam, okay. I feel like blending out my highlight with my beauty blender kind of gives it like the same look as a cream highlight, which I really like because that looks a little bit more natural. Now I'm gonna take my blush brush and my Black Radiance blush in Toasted Almond, which looks like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and blush up my face. One thing I always do is I'll take a little blush and go over my nose, right at my forehead and right at my chin. I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara. I use the, oh my gosh, I can't read this. I do not remember what this is called. I'm not sure. I'm gonna figure out what this is called and I'll link it in the comments with everything else. If there are any makeup products that you guys were looking into trying out but aren't sure about and don't want to spend the money on, let me know. I'll spend the money on it and make a video trying it out for you. Okay, so last but certainly not least, I'm gonna do my lips. I'm actually gonna go back in with some petroleum jelly, just a little bit this time though, just as a base, because I have not been drinking water. I'm going to take this Wet n Wild eyeliner pencil. I'm gonna take this pencil and line my lips. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Victoria's Secret matte lipstick. And I have finished my makeup look. Now I'm gonna go ahead with my Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. Hey, can we get like a fancy makeup reveal going? Don't forget to like this video if you did. Don't dislike it. Just leave me some constructive criticism in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications for surprise videos throughout the week like this one. And as always, leave me a comment telling me what you'd like to see in the future. Bye.